Hey, what's up everyone? Today I'm doing the first impression review of the Nike ZoomX Zegama Trail. So when I first heard the name Zegama, I thought of the Zegama race, part of the Golden Trail series, which is relatively short, 42 kilometers and very technical. So I thought this shoe is more for the fast racing kind of shoe. But after looking at the specs, I realized that this is more like a daily trainer. So in today's review, I shall be reviewing this in the context of a daily trainer and not as a fast racing shoe. Okay, so first thing, let's talk about the most objective measurement, which is the weight. At my size, US 7.5, this comes in at 268 grams. For women's, US 7.5, it comes at 244 grams. Right, so to me, the weight is kind of like in the medium range, not very light and not very heavy. I say it's acceptable for a daily trainer. Right, so for weight wise, I shall give this 3/5. Okay, next we look at the upper of the shoe. So looking at the heel counter, it has a gaiter sock and also a pull tab, which is very similar to the Wild Horse 7, right? And then you look at the tongue, it is kind of like padded so that it doesn't have unnecessary pressure points on your foot when you cinch the laces. And for the rest of the body, you can see that it has a very airy mesh, right? Keeps it well ventilated. And then you also have this toe cap here to keep away the debris and the dirt, right? So overall, I'll say that the upper, I quite like it. I'll give it 4/5. Okay, next we come to the highlight of the Zegama, which is the midsole. Right, so the forefoot is at 33 mm and the heel is at 37. It gives it a 4mm drop. Okay, the midsole is the ZoomX, and this is the first time that Nike put the ZoomX into its trail running shoe. This ZoomX has been used in their road running shoes like the Alphaflies and the Vaporflies, and is very responsive. Right, so when I run on it on the trail, I don't feel a lot of difference, but once on the road, right, that is really a bounce to the shoe. So for the midsole, I'll give it a solid 4/5. Okay, now we come to the outsole of the shoes, which is the Achilles heel of Nike Trail. Right, so the lux is a 4mm depth, multi-directional lux. It has coverage on the heels and also on the forefoot, but you can see that at the center of it, there's no outsole, okay, to save some weight. Right, so the traction of Nike shoes has notoriously not been very good. Alright, but I've tested it on the dry trail surface of Chestnut and Bukit Timah. They were pretty decent on the slopes and traction wise. Yet to test it on the wet surface. Alright, so we shall see. Okay, so overall the outsole, I would say that it seems to be better than the previous Nike trails that I've tested. So I shall give it 3/5, which is pretty decent. Okay, and finally we come to price. So this shoe is not a cheap shoe. It is about $239 on Nike Singapore website. The discounted one is $190. That's for the black and blue version. I got this from the UK Nike. It's about £109, which is about $180. So price point wise, I'll say it is still in the slightly expensive range, okay, but at least it is still under 200 after discount. Right, so overall, price 3/5. Alright, so after looking at the weight, the upper, the midsole, the outsole, and the price, the overall score is 17 upon 25, okay, which is a pretty decent 68%. Okay, but one more point. I think overall the Nike Zegama is a pretty good looking shoe, and who doesn't like good looking shoes, right? Right, so Nike is known for its aesthetics. Alright, so the looks wise, okay, I shall give it 3 extra points. So the overall score is 71%. Okay, so that was my first impression review of the Nike Zegama tested in Singapore, Bukit Timah Hill and Chestnut. Alright, so now let's bring it to the mountains of Chiang Mai, Doi Inthanon, and see how it performs on the trail.
Reach our first CP.
You know, I don't even really know where to begin, because it seems like every time I get ahead, I end up going 2 steps back. So tonight, I'm just gonna let this one ride. You know what I mean? You like that?
Follow the goose.
Hey, sub 4 厉害耶！
You know, I don't even really know where to begin. Because it seems like every time I get ahead,
Finishing!
2 steps back. So tonight, I'm just gonna let this one ride. You know what I mean?
Are we done? Woohoo! ขอบคุณครับ
One unique, one special.
ขอบคุณครับ
No matter where you're from, all around the world, it's one unique